Hi guys, I have a Myvi here, Myvi from Perodua, and this is not my car. I actually rent it from Travel, and what happened is that I wanted to try out this car for quite some time, and yeah, because I'm thinking of getting this car as a second car. So I'll just let you know what I think about this car. Yeah, every 5 cars selling in Malaysia, one of it is a Myvi. So just imagine how many cars out there are Myvis. Yeah, so one stretch you can get to see 1, 2, previous generation Myvis as well. So if you have no idea, yeah, there's one there too. This is a Perodua car, which is a subsidiary of I think, yeah, sister company of Daihatsu as well as Toyota. So 50% owned by, yeah, Toyota. But this Myvi is homegrown, yeah, fully developed by Perodua, which is, Malaysia engineers. Maybe they work together with the Japanese Daihatsu guys as well. So yeah, let's take a look around this car. Yeah, I think it looks the same as the latest one, although this is what, 1 or 2 years old. So the latest one would have something similar, in terms of design. Maybe the fog lamp is slightly different, the grille is slightly different, because every 1 or 2 years they will have this minor change. Yeah, so this is actually a 1.5 liter and paired with 480 for the gearbox. But the thing is, the newer ones come with DCVT already. Yeah, and from the back you get to see this is a hatchback. Yeah, so it's actually quite small. It's a B segment car. I think you can compare it with Toyota Yaris as well as this Honda City hatchback. Yeah, so let's open up this car boot and see how big is it. Yeah, actually not bad. Yeah, for a car boot this size, you can actually put in a full size, yeah, I think 1 piece of the full size luggage. Yeah, the biggest one that you can find, and another smaller one, a medium sized one perhaps. So interior wise, if not, then you can actually pull this down as well to put in more stuff. Yeah, so at this price range you don't expect to have auto, yeah, close button, so it's all manual. So yeah, once you close it, you can't open it from any doors which have no buttons. Yeah, there's only one door opening button here, and once you open it, you still can't open the rest of the doors. Let me just try again. 1 time, 2 times, then you can start opening up the doors. Yep, let me just open from the other side and get to see the interior. Interior wise, I think it's, yeah, nothing to shout about. This is not the highest variant out there, so you get to see, textiles. You don't get leathers. And over here at the side, these are all hard plastics. There's some cloth materials here, and yeah, pretty basic. This is very large. You can put in a big bottle. And inside here, yeah, there is somehow not flat, slightly higher in the middle, and you got 2 pockets with this is what we call the teh tarik hook, where you can put in, takeaways. Yeah, so let's take a look in front. So looking at this, yeah, it's the same material in front, all hard plastics, and yeah, basically almost same behind, but I think you have more compartments here. And as for the seat, I think there's a lot of support from the side, but it's a rather thin cushion, yeah, so I don't feel really comfortable sitting in this car actually. And not sure what happened to this. It's like, you know, jutted out, the airbag. It's not mine. I'm not sure what happened to it. And this is the glove box. It doesn't open slowly, yeah. And yep, that's the player there. And this is the aircon controls, and over there there's a place for you to, you know, light up your cigarette. I'm not sure whether people still do that. And there's a USB port and a small hole there, just nice to put your handphone. And this area, you know, it's, yeah, it's for you to put your some stuff, but I don't recommend you put anything here because you will just, the handbrake, once you put it down, then you have no space. And there's no armrest. And over here you get to see there's a side pocket here as well. And there's two, this is a safety hook, yeah, for you to put your handbags or whatnot, yeah, for ladies to put their handbags, so people can't snatch your bag so easily. And this is only made for Malaysia. I wonder why, yeah. And this is the USB port, you know, for people behind, because you normally would put it at the armrest area, yeah, but since you don't have one, so they put it here. So this part, yeah, you see this chrome, it's a bit shiny, and yeah, I think Perodua actually listened to what customers want, and in the latest minor change that they have, they actually changed this part to a different color, some matte colors, I think. And I think I've seen this. So let's look at the steering. It's kind of big, yeah, for me, for this size car. But it's comfortable and easy to use steering, yeah. You can only, you know, tilt up or down. You can't actually push it out or push it in, yeah. It's not a telescopic steering view, but I think I'm okay with that, unless you are 175 cm and above or higher than that. Then I think you might have some, you know, problems with it. That's what I heard, yeah, but I have no problem with it at all. I think it's just fine, yeah, for normal Asian size. So over here, yeah, I think the latest one gets a better meter. Maybe the highest variant gets the digital meter, but over here I think this is still analog. And at the side you get to see, yeah, pretty basic stuff. And this is also unique to a Malaysian car, where you get to lock and unlock immediately all the doors from here. Interesting, yep. Right, now I'm in the driver's side. Let's start the engine. Yeah, in terms of, you know, storage, you can just put a smart tag over here, which is just nicely sized for that, or you have cards you can put there as well, but I don't recommend you to, because it's obviously, you know, being seen by everyone. I think this is fuse box. Oh no, this is a smart tag. You can just put your touch and go here actually. I didn't see that. So anyway, so I don't see the fuse box here, so yeah, okay. So what else you have here? This is where you control your mirrors, side mirrors, left, right, up, down. This is where you can flip it. I didn't realize what is it until I tried it, because it's just so small. It's so small, smaller than my fingernail. I wonder why. I think emergency braking is here. You can on and off it. I think, of course, you don't want to off that. You get to tilt your headlamps as well. This is ABS. I think this is auto on off. Yeah, I think when it saves some fuel and auto off the engine for you, yeah, when you're idling. That's why I think, yep. And some people would like to off that because the aircon will be affected as well. So after driving it for 2 days, this is how I feel about this car. Yeah, if you were to buy a second-hand, Myvi, which is year 2021, I think this is just fine. Yeah, this is not the highest variant because you get to see it from here. This is cloth, and you don't get a very nice meter, and you don't get to see a very big screen here. But overall, these are not important because I do feel that it's sufficient, yeah, for me to go around, and it's eager to go whenever I press the pedal. And for a 2 years car, I think this is not the best maintained car because it's used for travel, car rental, short-term car rental. I think it was just being listed in travel not long ago, so this is how the driver or the user used this. So some scratches here and there, and you see that there are some paints peeling off. For 2 years car, I think this is not very well maintained. So let's check out the materials. Yeah, these are all hard plastics. You don't get to see any soft touch around. That's because this is a 50,000 car, so what do you expect, right? But the thing is, I have some doubt of the materials here. You can see that it's flexing. Yeah, you can do better than that. Yeah, so I drove it from here to another place for about 50 km to and fro. If you're driving it around the city area, I think it's just fine. It's eager to go and fast enough. Yeah, but once you are going into the highway around 100 km per hour, then you get to hear the noise from, I have no idea where. It's from everywhere. Yeah, the road noise, the wind noise, the engine noise, it's everywhere. So if I were to buy this as a second car of mine, the first thing I would change, yeah, would be this. I would change it to Android head unit, that comes with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. That's the first thing. Secondly, I'll change it to leather. Yep, of course that side as well. Yeah, all this will be in leather, and of course I'll get an armrest as well, because it's just not nice to not having a place to put my arm. Yeah, it's just feel awkward. And if possible, I also wanted to change the suspension because yeah, it's actually pretty not so comfortable, yeah, during going around potholes and so on. Going over bumps are fine, yeah, but potholes are just a little too not comfortable. And if possible, if you are changing, wrapping it in leather, maybe you can add some foams here as well. Yeah, I'm not sure whether you can do that, or change the seat if you want to. It's just not so comfortable for me. So after seeing all that, you might be telling me, why not just get the Yaris, which is also using the same 1.5 liter engine. Yaris starts from around 70,000, and this is about 50 over, maybe the max is 60. So there's about a 10 or 15,000 gap over there. But of course, if I were to get this, yeah, and change all those I mentioned earlier, that will be another maybe the 10,000 more. But I just don't like Yaris, yeah, because they have this armrest here, which is protruding, yeah, up to this side. So although they have a better interior, but and also exterior, the design of it, but the thing is, why would I want to spend another 20,000 for the same engine? Of course the chassis will be different, yeah, but because that's Toyota and this is a Myvi. And if you do not know that a Myvi, yeah, I have a friend who bought a Myvi, a second-hand Myvi which was used for 1 year. Then after using it for 4 years, he only lose 4,000 of depreciation. Imagine, every year he's just losing about just 1,000 ringgit. I think there is no other cars, you know, in Malaysia which can get you that kind of second-hand value. Only a Myvi can. So overall, I think this is a very good car, yeah, to drive around the city, even on highway. You still get to feel the confidence while driving it around 120. Much better than the Asia and also Beza, which is also under Perodua. I've drove both of them before, you know, also car rental, and this is the best so far. Of course, it's a different segment overall, yeah. This is a B, and the other two was a E segment. So Perodua also have this Perodua Ativa, which is a Daihatsu Rocky in Japan. So that car, I think, is a much better car in terms of NVH and in terms of the interior as well as the exterior design. That's because that car was made for global, yeah, and this is a homegrown car which is, yeah, made for Malaysia. It tries to export to Indonesia, but it still, yeah, couldn't win the hearts of the people there. Most probably perhaps it's the price, yeah. For the same price, maybe they'll just, you know, talk a little bit more for a bigger car. Yeah, this is somehow a pretty small hatchback, yeah. So lastly, I just want to say, if I were to get a second car, I think I will not until they improve on several things I mentioned earlier, yeah. The NVH, first thing, yeah, it got to have a better sound proofing on the doors and the wheel arch, or maybe even the roof, yeah. And secondly, they need to improve on the interiors, materials that they're using. It's just too, yeah, as you can see that, yeah, it's not the best material out there. I think if you charge me another 5,000, you know, extra, you can just, you know, make things better that way. And please give me an armrest. I don't like an aftermarket one, yeah, it just doesn't look good enough. So, and also, you know, give me a thicker cushion, please, yeah. The it's just too thin, yeah. I know you want to have a bigger room behind, yeah, for other people to feel that it's roomier behind. But the thing is, I'm the driver, yeah. Driver should get the best seat in the car. And give me a white LED, please. It's not expensive, but it will look more expensive. So that's all. Thanks for watching, and if you're considering to get a Myvi, yeah, and you have a high expectation just like me, then you just maybe need to wait for another 1 or 2 years until they make that happen, or else wait for the new Yaris, which is coming this year, 2023. I think it will be the Vios first, then it will come the Yaris, and it's very nice, yeah. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Bye. So the autonomous braking and all those ASA safety stuff is actually being seen by these two camera, yeah. And as you can see, the logo is not acrylic, so there are no sensors there. They just rely on this two particular camera to do all the work. So I think I think having a sensor over there would be better, more accurate, I would say.